Hola Coolers, time to talk about the big news of the week so far. Barça returning to the Spotify Camp Nou this weekend against Athletic Club, and this is a huge boost in our season, guys. We've been away from the Camp Nou since May 2023. That's almost 30 months. 30 months playing away from the Camp Nou. This is a stadium that strikes fear into the opposition. The mere thought of a visit to the Camp Nou, it strikes fear into the opposition. Like the thought of going away to Barcelona at Camp Nou is an intimidating thought for any opposition. And this is what Barca has missed for the last 30 months, guys. That's how huge, that's how important it is that Barca are returning to the Camp Nou this weekend. It's going to be against Athletic Club, and it's a huge game for Barca because this is the first game at the Camp Nou since May 2023. When the stadium renovation started, Barca have been playing at the Montjuïc for that period, guys. And of course, we all know how difficult it was in the first few months at the Montjuïc. The Xavi's last season in charge of clubs, it was a disaster. The atmosphere at the Montjuïc was totally lacking, guys. In that period, while we played at the Montjuïc in the first season, which was Xavi's last season in Barca, the atmosphere was lacking. Barca were not playing home games like they were playing home games. I don't know if you understand. Like, Barca were not playing home games like a team that were playing home games. But thankfully, when Hansi Flick came last season, the atmosphere at the Montjuïc, even though at the start it was up and down, eventually it picked up, and Barca eventually made a home for the Montjuïc. So shout out to the Montjuïc. Montjuïc had played a very crucial role in this period where Barca have had to build a new Camp Nou. And thankfully, we are finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, because this weekend against Athletic Club, Barca are going to be returning to the Spotify Camp Nou in a huge fixture, because of course, don't forget, before the international break, we clawed back the deficit to Real Madrid in the title race to 3 points. So this is a whole new La Liga that we're going to be seeing after this international break. Because of our good news, just surplus for Barca this weekend. Joan Garcia is back in training. Rafinha is close to returning to the pitch as well. Pedri is almost back on the pitch as well. So little by little, Barca's best players are beginning to come back. And then Barca are now going back to be playing at the Camp Nou again. My opposition fans know it's at the talk now. No disrespect to Montjuïc. Montjuïc gave us some incredible memories. I ain't gonna lie. Montjuïc gave us some incredible memories during these 30 months that we've been playing at the Montjuïc. But you guys know now, opposition fans, you know, when you look at your away fixture, Barcelona away, it's a difficult fixture. But when you remember that, they are not playing at the Camp Nou, then you begin to get more confidence. So I know it's at the talk now, guys. You begin to get more confidence because, Barca are playing at home, but they are not playing at the Camp Nou. So we have a chance of winning this game. It's not like we don't lose games at the Camp Nou, but you know that it's a totally different atmosphere at the Camp Nou. When you go to the Camp Nou to play against Barcelona, you're going to come up against a totally different kind of beast when you play against Barca at the Camp Nou. And this is so huge and important for Barca, because this season has been kind of topsy-turvy, but with this return to the Camp Nou, this is beginning to look like there is light at the end of the tunnel. Unfortunately, Camp Nou would not be back to full capacity just yet. It shall only be able to accommodate 45,000 spectators for the game against Athletic Club, but gradually this is a start. This is a very important and good start, because Barca are gradually and finally closer to getting back that full Camp Nou experience. Remember, the Camp Nou used to be the largest stadium in Europe before it underwent this renovation process, about 98,000 capacity then. This renovation works and this modification works has increased, or is going to increase the stadium capacity to 105,000 spectators. That's huge, bro. Like, that's huge. Imagine having 105,000 spectators in the stadium, and majority, 80 to 90% of those spectators would be cheering you on. That's the kind of flex Barca are going to be having when we eventually have the Camp Nou back at full capacity. But this news of returning to the Camp Nou this weekend is a huge boost for Barca this season, guys. But big shout out to Montjuïc, like I said earlier, because this stadium has offered us a home when we needed one. The Montjuïc offered us shelter when we really needed shelter, because of course with the Camp Nou under renovation and modifications, Barca needed a stadium to play, and the Montjuïc was available. And this place eventually kind of felt like a home. I'm gonna miss the Montjuïc. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna miss the Montjuïc. That's not me saying that I'm not happy to be back at the Camp Nou. I am pumped to be back at the Camp Nou, but I'm gonna miss the Montjuïc, because the Montjuïc actually gave us some memories that are going to last a long time. Because since the post-COVID year struggles, this new era of Barca that we are beginning to see, the Montjuïc has played a crucial role in this new Barca, because this Hansi Flick era, which has been so successful, a lot of detractors will want to take away from how good Barca have been under Flick because of how shaky we've started this current season. But no one can take anything away from what Barca achieved last season while playing at the Montjuïc. So many memorable games last season. Is it the 4-1 win against Bayern Munich? Is it the 4-3 win against Madrid in the Clásico? Is it the 4-4 draw against Atletico in the Copa del Rey? Or is it that 3-3 game, that wild semi-final against Inter last season in the first leg as well? So the Montjuïc actually gave us some really memorable moments, and we actually won important trophies during our stay at the Montjuïc. We didn't win the Champions League, of course, but we won La Liga, we won the Copa del Rey, we won the Spanish Super Cup. That was a domestic trouble while playing at the Montjuïc. So big shout out to the Montjuïc. The Montjuïc has played a crucial role in the journey of this new era of Barca, and this return to the Camp Nou is the beginning of new things, because Barca, I can assure you guys, Barca are going to be on a whole new level with this return to the Camp Nou. I am so super excited to be back at the Camp Nou, and I can't wait for that game at the weekend against Athletic Club. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys. What do you make of Barca's return to the Camp Nou, and do you agree with me that this return to the Camp Nou is going to make Barca a whole different beast in front of the opposition? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys, and I'll catch you on the next videos. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça. Adios.